crafters, welcome into Guy's Craft 2. My name is John, and this is the long anticipated craft room tour. So the plan is to kind of show you, we actually work out of a couple of different rooms. This is our utility room, which is the biggest space where we do cutting, folding, all that kind of stuff, piecing, putting together when I say piecing, I'm talking about the layering, I guess, right? Taking the finished quilt top and meeting it with the batting, backing, and all that. Because we have actually this large table here that we can work on. So the plan is to kind of tour you around our house a little bit, let you see some of the different workstations, work spots that we have, and then try to narrate those. At the same time, we're hoping not to make you nauseous and not have too much movement in the camera and that. But again, this is all new to us, so just kind of bear with us. But we appreciate you joining us and going on this tour. So when you walk actually into our utility room, we were really fortunate when we bought this house. I had no idea that we would be doing so much crafting, but we really ended up with a nice space. We have this big, large table that we cut, fold, and do all those things on. But even better is we were able to put in our TV, so we're able to watch the YouTube videos and a lot of instruction while we're trying to do things. We actually have dedicated this space to our Viking machine. The only thing we do with this machine is actually embroidery work, because we purposely wanted just a dedicated machine for embroidery. And so therefore we did do that. You can see with the signage and that behind us, that's the 3 businesses that we try to run part-time as we work. And of course you see the Guy's Craft 2 in that subscribe button. Subscribe is very important, and we appreciate each and all of our subscribers. Keep a whiteboard up just for some different work that we do. We have 2 actual IKEA chests in here that we keep placemats and a lot of seasonal stuff and work. And then I'm going to try to slowly take you over here without making you too nauseous and show you the one bookshelf that we do keep in this room. And this is where you find all of our AccuQuilt. So we have made a huge investment into the AccuQuilt world. We have bought many dies. It's just unbelievable. And luckily we were able to find some of these used. So we did get a lot of good buys on those at the same time. But overall, this kind of gives you a picture of our utility room and what we're working with in here. Now this room is actually our spare bedroom, but as you can see, we keep the quilt tops there. This is one of the first quilts, actually the first large queen size quilt that I completed. So that ended up coming into our spare bedroom. But this is just simply our ironing station with our new Rowenta iron. And this, believe it or not, is our master bedroom, and never intended that machines would grow in here, but this is where we now house home our Handy Quilter Sweet 16 sit-down long arm. So I still love this machine. It's just so quick and easy to use sometimes to throw, especially if I'm just doing a small panel in that. But we will see what ends up happening with this machine. Again, it was never intended that our machines would grow to the point that we're now in the master bedroom with one machine. And this is the entrance to our, what we consider the main craft room. As you can see, we did make a recent purchase, and we are now the owners of a Grace Frame Unique 21-inch long arm, and of course it has the QCT Pro 5 level package. So that is the next venture in our world of quilting. So hopefully, actually this Labor Day weekend, the plan is to spend a little time getting more familiar with the long arm itself. Sorry, that was a quick turn. Over here is actually where we store all of our fabrics. And so we put the fat quarters and some of the larger pieces in bins. And then this is our stash that we've begun building. And if you saw the video this weekend, you know we added quite a bit to that from the craft show this past weekend. So all of that is stored over in this corner. Again, you know, we have our Guys Craft 2 sign. We have the Moda fabric solids. Was one of the first things that we did actually just to practice on binding and those things. And then that takes us over into the other corner of the room where we're actually able to talk about where we store our panels, our threads, all of that other equipment. This is where we house and store our serger. We do have a featherweight machine that is stored down in this corner, along with all the potential projects in that we have to work on. This actually is going to become a wall of projects. We're planning to move out and do a pegboard here, but that'll allow us to be able to have real visibility to some of the kits and products and that we've built, then decide how often and frequently we want to do those. That puts us down into our workstation, which we use the Husky tool bench. I think we got that from Home Depot. Really like it. It is an adjustable table, and this is where I'm now piecing and sewing with our the new Juki 2000 QVP. That has kind of become the go-to machine for us right now. We do have our original machine, which is this Bernina, and we did buy the special edition Bernina 790. Just not the biggest fan of Bernina at this point. Like my Juki for piecing in that a whole lot better. So right now that's what we're using. And then that takes you into what used to be a closet. And this is actually where we store a lot of our table runners and things for the holidays. But this has become additional storage, right? So this is where we've stored some of our batting, some of the books projects that we've bought, other projects, just overflow, you know, batting that is extra, our end cuts, our scraps, all of that are stored in here. So this has worked out really well, converting this over with shelves and all of those things. All right, so that's a quick tour of the craft space that we have. As you can see, we have lots of projects. We are pretty fortunate to have the amount of space that we do. It does make a difference when it's just two of us and we don't have children, pets and animals and all those other things to contend with. But, you know, really for the investments and the projects that we've got going, we need as much space as we can get. We actually do have an off-site storage unit that we store all of our seasonal holiday decorations in. And then for the wreath business and the supplies and that, we actually do have a storage unit that houses some of that stuff. So we still had to outgrow the home and do stuff outside of the house in order to keep all our supplies and keep our inventories and that going. But today was just a brief view. I hope I didn't make anyone nauseous trying to slowly pan through some of the rooms in that. Love to see your comments, questions. Feel free to reach out with any of those. We read and try to respond to everything. If you like today's video, give us a thumbs up. We always enjoy hearing from you and appreciate the likes. If you want to be notified next time we post a video, hit that bell button so you'll know as soon as we release a new video. And as always, hit that subscribe button. We love our subscribers. Each and everyone is appreciated, and it means a whole lot to us. It tells us, especially as we are new and so young into this journey of quilting and some of this other crafting, that we must be doing something right if people keep hitting that subscribe button. But until next time, happy crafting.